You watching this? Yeah, you're weird. You are so weird. Even if you don't think you're weird, you're weird. Each and every one of you is weird, and I will explain why. And I will also explain that that's okay. I received a letter in the mail, and it almost brought me to tears, and I want to read it for you guys. I'm honestly going to read it through my mouth, because otherwise it's impossible to read these letters. Okay. As weird as this looks. Hi, Odin. I'm from Glendale, Arizona. I'm in 8th grade. I have a dog named Cassie. I live with my dad and grandma. I'm not doing so well. My grades suck. I don't really have any friends. A lot of people at my school don't like me because I'm annoying. My parents are separated. I don't really feel loved. I like your videos because they're weird, but people watch your videos. Thousands of people do. They wait until you post because they like them. I'm a weird kid. I want people to like me for my weirdness. I like the furry community because, well, they're weird, but they don't care. They're just themselves. There's no fitting in or acting normal. They're just a bunch of cute and loving creatures that want to hang out and have fun together. I wish I had the confidence to be myself. I want to put a suit on and act weird with a bunch of people who do the same. I want to feel like I belong somewhere. I just want someone to say something nice about me. I just want a hug. I like making videos, been doing it since I was 9. Made a channel called Cool Boy 4. Still post there sometimes. I also am trying to learn 3D modeling. My dad really doesn't take interest in my hobbies though. The only time he cares is when it relates to his interests. Even then, he doesn't seem to really hang out with me. No one really does. I just want someone to talk to and hang out with. The only friends I have are online, hundreds of miles away. My dad doesn't know about them. I told him about one of my friends, Skylar. I mentioned that she's trans. I told him that they used to be a boy, but she's a girl now. He didn't say anything about it, but I could tell that he was thinking. He also got mad for me talking about details with his friend, but his friend told him off and told him that I was gay and that it's fine and just to move on. Not saying I'm gay, but yeah. I don't know how to end this note, and I feel like you're the only person I could talk to. Kind of weird, because you don't know who I am, and well, my mom's coming to see me. See ya. Now, the reason this letter almost brought me to tears and really connected with me is because I was this kid. I was this kid growing up. I didn't have friends. I didn't really think anybody liked me because, well, most people didn't like me. I was the weird kid. I was the furry in high school. I just wanted to be different. I wanted to stand out, and I never understood why no one would be friends with me or accept me for who I was. It was a difficult time in my life, like it is a difficult time for the person that was writing me there. And like they said, pretty eloquently, they're weird. They're okay with that. The furries are okay with that. I was weird. I was okay with it. Furries are okay with it. That's part of what drew me to the furry community in the first place, was how you could be weird, but they'd accept you. Because we're all weird. And I'm not just talking about furries. Everyone's weird. Like, everyone is weird whether or not they admit it. Everybody has weird interests. They like weird things. A part of them is weird against the social norm. It's almost like being weird is being normal. Because if you were completely normal, that would be quite weird. That is a point that I try to get across in a lot of my videos. I do the weird side of furries videos. Well, I'll eventually get back to it. The point of those is to say there's a lot of furries and there's a lot of people who like weird things that like a normal person would look at and go, ugh. But when you really think about it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that people think it's weird. It doesn't matter that people think you're weird. Whether you're young or old or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter if people think you're weird, because we're all weird. You watch anime, there's a whole lot of weird anime. There's a lot of weird anime enjoys. There's a lot of weird subcultures within anime that are quite weird that the normal public would be like, oh my god. You like superhero stuff? Let me tell you. Some of that stuff gets pretty weird, and some of those subcultures within that get really weird too. There's weirdness within us all. And as long as it's, again, as long as you're an adult with a consenting adult, if it's that side of thing. I'm not talking about illegal weird. None of that. Ugh. I'm talking about just weirdness every day. I am a 31-year-old man who makes a living putting on a wolf costume and talking to a camera. I am weird. I am quintessential weird. It's so weird that this is my job. And I just want to make a point in this video, and a point to the person who sent me this letter, that yes, you are weird. We're all weird, and that's so okay. It's so unbelievably okay. And if you feel like them, and you're younger, older, whatever, there are communities online, especially if you're younger, you have to be careful what communities you're in. You really have to be careful. I'm not sure where you go, but be careful. But there are communities that you can talk to other furries that can relate to you, that you can just get along with and feel accepted. And I understand feeling like in person no one likes you, because that was my whole childhood. I had like a couple of friends that I would hang out with occasionally, but by and large, the whole school didn't like me. I was weird. I was super weird. And They were all secretly weird, but they didn't show it. And because I wasn't afraid to show it, I was ousted. But I found solace in the furry community online. And a lot of people do. And a lot of people probably, honestly, the furry community has probably saved lives because we are a community that takes people that are weird and brings them in and accepts them, and we become a community that's weird together. There's a lot of bad in the furry community, but there's a whole lot more good. I promise you, there's a whole lot more good if you know where to look. I know you hear about the bad, but there's a whole lot more good in the furry community. It just really breaks my heart a little bit to hear from people like that are going through the same thing I went through in high school, that same need for acceptance, that same for just a need for a hug, and they just didn't get it, and they're not getting it. And I just want to say, like, hang on, and it does get a lot better as you get older. It really does get better as you get older. As people mature throughout even high school, they mellow out. They stop being as judgy, and you find once you get a car, opens up a world. You can drive to people now. You can see other people further away. And once you're an adult, that's when it's like, oh my God, you have some freedom now, and it's great. So just hang in there. I know it's tough. I really do know it's tough, but hang in there. And if you're an adult struggling, I get that too. Not in the same way I did when I was a kid, no, but I have plenty of struggles, and I still have insecurity issues and feel sometimes like, even though I objectively know it's not true, there's still some times where I feel, because of my depression, no one likes me. I am so weird. Why do I have to be so weird? But it's okay. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to like weird things as long as they're legal. It's okay to be weird. And my God, that is one of the points I've tried to make for so long doing this channel. And I want to make a video dedicated to the fact that you watching this, no matter who you are, you're fucking weird. But it's honestly okay. And whether or not you find solace within the furry community or other communities, it's okay to be weird. It's great to be weird. It's normal to be weird. And that's honestly all I wanted to say in this video, is to read that letter to get the point across. It's okay to be weird, guys. If you like this video, be sure to check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/OdinWolf. If you are 18 years old, you get access to my Discord chat, and I am in there almost every night just talking to people, playing games. We play Grounded 7 days, whatever. Genuinely, if you just want another community that's really good, and I've met some of the best friends in my life in, my Patreon Discord is sincerely one of the best places. I am not kidding. Also, I sell merch at odinwolf.storemv.com, or if you're 18 years or older, check out 14werewolves.store. That's 14werewolves.store, where I have awesome adult merch. And you can send stuff to my P.O. Box like this letter, and I will show it at the end of the video. Anyway, it's been Odin Wolf, and you're weird, I'm weird, we're all weird. Bye-bye. And here's a couple things that I received in my P.O. Box quite some time ago. I'm like a year or more behind on posting P.O. Box things, but this is a lovely letter from someone expressing their sadness over the passing of Peep. Peep was my baby kitty. I love her so much, but she died last year, or maybe more than a year ago, but yeah, I appreciate them, you know, sending condolences and telling me a little about themselves, so thank you for that letter. Also, cool fursuit. And then this other letter right here, well, 3-page letter, it's a lot. Obviously, I'm not gonna read it all, but thank you for this letter, Patrick. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys send me stuff, I'll include it at the end of the video. I have like tons more to show every video, but I'm just gonna put a couple things at the end until I eventually catch up, which who knows if I ever will, but thank you guys for sending me stuff. And as always, I want to thank my patrons, especially everybody at the Timmy tier. That's right, we have Timmy at the donut tier, because Timmy is the most generous person on earth. Thank you so much, Timmy. And everybody at Diamond, Cody B, Conlo, Cosmo, Deku Panda, Brian B, Lindsay, Colossal Abyss 22, and Pup Happy. Thank you all for your Diamond support last month. Again, that's a ton of money to pledge to someone like little old me. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And everybody at Platinum, Tatanka Winterheart, Jay Skulls, Dynamo, Coco the Fox, Robert Deere, and Will Yaffa. Thank you all for your Platinum support last month. Again, huge, amazing, generous, super awesome people. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you for supporting this weirdo.